What's up, Warriors? Fuck, man, what are we going to talk about today? I got a lot of people hitting me up about Valentine's. What do I do for Valentine's for my lady? And I'm like, man, you know what? What I think about Valentine's, I mean, sometimes we just got to roll with the punches, man, because that's a day that, to me, it was made up. It shouldn't be a special day for you to actually bring flowers to your lady, but they make it a big deal. So me, I was never that person. I grew up, where no affection was really practiced. There was no affection in my family. There was no really like showing love in that manner. So there was no I love you there. And the fact of the matter is, though, when I got with my lady, in '95, all that shit changed because I started learning a lot. I started learning about, what was really family, about, how to treat others, your people, your loved ones, and showing a lot of love and a lot of, a lot of things that they used to do that I never done, so it was new to me. To me, like, Valentine's birthday, birthdays, holidays, that shit didn't really exist, when I was growing up. So I never experienced that, So to me, it was it was a little rough at the beginning because I didn't show that, I didn't have no affection. I didn't show that much affection, even though, it's like I used to do things, but it was always because I was told like, oh, let's go do this, or let's go out, or let's go, go to dinner and stuff like that. All that shit, like I said, it was new to me. I didn't know about all that and barbecues and shit like that. So, when it comes back to Valentine's, I take it, me as another day, but obviously that's important for your significant other. Obviously, you have to make the effort on getting flowers. Fuck, man. Like I said, me, it was difficult at the beginning, but I started getting the picture, of what that shit. I guess it does mean a lot to them. The smallest things. It could be just a small gift and and some flowers, and that shit will make her day, because a lot of times people, forget about that. They think that it's nothing really that important. It's not that important to actually, go out of your way and do that for your significant other. But, that's where problems happen. That's where, you know, situations that you don't want to be in start happening because of you not showing affection in that way. So like I said, me, I learned the hard way. It was always a argument like, oh fuck, like I didn't really think you were gonna care, but here's some money. And to them it's like it's like, they don't want that. It just becomes a bigger problem. Like, you have no thought. You didn't even think about it. It's all about, emotions. Their emotions, are different, and they get very emotional because you, like I said, you forget about those things. So when people ask me about like stuff like that, about Valentine's and birthdays and stuff like that, I can't really, I can't really like relate to that because I do it because of, that's just been the tradition. They grew up like that. So, I learned throughout the years that, that was just something that you had to do out of the normal. But like I said, me, I'm a believer that fuck, it shouldn't be a special day to be grateful or to show love to your significant other. Like, a lot of times it's just, why are you waiting for that date, of their birthday, Valentine's, holidays, where you have to show more gratitude, more, you have to be more lovable. All that shit is just, something that to me it was creative. But obviously, like I said, the point here is that, you just got to make it happen. Like I said, me, just, I know now for a fact, and I learned, that, that does mean a lot to them, so always go get flowers, go to dinner and plan something, because it in our reality, sometimes it's about Valentine's, I see that's like their thing, but it's like they want you to plan it. They want you to plan the dinner. They want you to, obviously get flowers and show some affection. It's kind of like the man has to show some kind of thankfulness or gratitude or love, whatever you want to call it, towards their significant other, so you just, for everybody out there that's asking me, what do I do? It's just, keep it simple. Just, the smallest thing, does matter, so if you think that flowers ain't a big deal, well, there is a big deal. If you think a small little gift ain't a big deal, well, it is a big deal, I mean, it's just, like, just get it done, there's no need for you to cause an argument over you just thinking that, it's not that important, or, I've been with this person for so long that I don't think she'll mind, or I don't think she really cares. No, they do care. So, make the effort and go handle business, do what you got to do, and make them happy. That's what you said, a happy, happy wife, happy life. A lot of times people, fuck, man, they forget about the goal. The goal is for you to fucking, be with them for the rest of your life, and stop letting little arguments or little situations, get you out of out of alignment with the end goal, or out of just out of character. You break character, you start saying a bunch of bullshit. Like I said, a lot of people, that hit me up with relationships, that's where I start. I start by always telling them that, what, just skip to the end result. If you don't see yourself not being with that person, then why are you even escalating the problem? Why you're letting your ego and your pride fucking take over, where you can't say sorry, or you can put your pride aside and accept that you were wrong, or admit that you were wrong. Because a lot of times, that was hard for me, to admit. Us, especially men, they don't want to admit to shit, that when you're wrong, when you fucked up, when it was when you were the one that caused the argument, or the problem, or you started disrespecting first. A lot of times we just get carried away, and that's why I'm trying to tell, all these youngsters that, to always make sure that you know yourself well, you know how to conduct yourself, you know how to keep your composure, because you never know, you might end up with, a girl that's been broken, a girl that's been in a situation where it's going to be problems, but you're going to know how to diffuse a situation, just get to know yourself, and be patient, and watch that temper, That's why a person that's winning, a person that's, working on themselves, he's always going to be, that individual that's aware of situations like that, because obviously you're more experienced in the sense of self-love. You love yourself, you take care of yourself. So a lot of times that's what people, they forget about that area, where how much love could you give if you don't even love yourself? So that, you could only give as much love as as you love yourself. And there's a lot of people that you could tell, and you could see that they don't love themselves. So they're miserable. So it's going to be problems, it's going to be problems. And that's why there's a lot of fucking marriages going down the drain, because they're not working on themselves. So they're not even happy. So they're just walking around with a bad energy, bad attitude, and it's all bad, So the best way to solve that problem here is humbling yourself, working on yourself, start, having that self-love, self-worth. So you'll be able to give that love to your people, your significant other, your kids, because like I said, you can only give as much as you love yourself. So, but yeah, going back to Valentine's, like I said, I had to touch on Valentine's because I don't want you guys forgetting, what you guys got to do for your significant other. Get them that special, little box of chocolate, or fucking those roses they want. Don't forget about that. So there's something that I wanted to come in here and share, because that was one of my issues. I always just like, not that I didn't want to get it, not that I didn't want to go buy it, because I could go buy it, but I just didn't think that it really mattered. Like, like, I don't think they really care for flowers. Like, fuck, we'll go to dinner or buy you something else, but I guess flowers is a big thing, especially in Valentine's. So don't forget about Don't forget about ordering those flowers for your significant other. Other than that, word, let's fucking stay on it. Let's go.